Right. Now you could see of what I'm going to do right now. So, here we go. Oops. Okay. Take these measurements. Also, I'm using the phone to get the measurements of the models, so yeah, that's just how I do when I make them. Okay. I'm using a red ball pen because I need to get the measurements correctly. Also, I got this from my Christmas party at school, so yeah, I got it from a Christmas party. Along with several other ball pens I also got from a Christmas party. Okay. I use tape right here to secure the I had to secure it from the top, so that way it just won't come loose. And yeah, that's how I do with the windows. So yeah, now it's time for cutting. Okay, we're back at it again. Now let's do this right now. Hold on. Need to make these measurements first before we start the cutting process on the materials I need to put in. Need to line this up first. Alright, now I'm going to cut it. Now I need to do it so slowly right now. Right, now this is how it's looked like from after it's cut off from the paper. Now I need to glue it up just to make sure. If you're on this scale, make sure of that. Alright, now that time to glue it in. I'm using this glue because this is like it's strong, so I used it for this. Now all I need to do is wait for it to dry. Alright guys, I'm back. Now let's continue with this model. Now the glues might be dried up. So let's start to shape this a bit. Okay, that's the first part off. Now the second part of it. Now this is how it look like from it. Now let's just see how it tests from the back. Now this needs a lot of requiring of cutting to do, so that way this would fit. But I need to support, like, added another paper in the back, so that way it would secure it properly, which I'm getting to it right now. Alright. Now we can glue this again. Oops. Okay, now let's put the paper on in the back. And now we wait for it to dry again. Okay, we're back at it again. Now let's just trim this out or something. I'll just cut the lines out. This process is very slow, I know, I'm sorry. And there it is, now with the back being covered up with paper. Now let's test with the cab. Just to make sure, need to Alright, now I need to use a pencil just to get the measurements. These are the measurements I had to, use for the model, just to make sure that this, And I need to use this for the measurements of the cab, so that way I just don't get this wrong. I need to make sure of that. Oh. Oops. Okay, now we're already about 2 minutes in. Let's just test this out. Okay, it seems to fit a bit, but I still need to keep trying. Hold on, I need to fix that. Okay, there we go. Okay, we're about 3 minutes in, so I need to hurry up right now. Just to make sure it's a test fit. Oh, it dropped it. Okay, now test fit this again. I think it's, I need to get a bit more measurements. Need to get a bit more measurements correct. Okay. Okay, we're about 4 minutes in. Okay, so hold on, I need to cut this a bit, a little bit more. Alright. Right, so there we go. Now I got the back all cut up. Right, so I'll need to glue this together. Oh yeah, screw that. I need to drill this up. And how I do it is I use a screw. Yeah, it's kind of confusing why I use a screw, but I had to do because that's just how I do with the model right now. Just need to drill it inside right there, just for the windows. It's gonna take a long process, but I'm sure I'll get there. I think I'll speed this up if you want to see the process. Now I use a pencil, so that way I could just make the holes a bit bigger or something. Okay, I managed to drill it up a bit, I guess. Okay, I did this, so I'll just be right back to clean it off, so I'll be back. Alright, now that I already just drilled it out. And how I did that is just, I basically, how to remove that is, I use a pencil just to line this up, and then I use this to cut through the, you know, there, just for that. I just had to, you know, so that's just how my process of how I do that. Right, now time to glue this together. Alright. Okay, now there we go. Now the whole thing is, now it's all complete. Now that the cab is just glued together. Even though it's gonna be like, the bunker is gonna be right there, so yeah. So that's it for this. I hope you all enjoyed this. So I hope you all enjoy this process. So see you all later in part 2. So bye bye.